is full wave controlled rectifier when that is connected to the R load. So this is the diagram. This is nothing but this is also called bridge control rectifier. So there are four thyristors, T1, T3, T2, T4 are used, and V supply Vs is equal to Vm sin omega t. So V input is the Vm sin omega t. And first of all, for positive half cycle, if you take positive half cycle, the supply become positive and negative. With respect to positive, this point is positive of the supply is connected at this point and negative supply is connected at this point. So this is 1 and 2. So from this point, this thyristor 1, so this is positive with respect to positive. This becomes T1 become forward biased, and positive with respect to this is the cathode. So this is cathode, so that this is reverse biased. And negative, this is negative terminal. This is negative terminal 2, which is connected thyristor 2. Negative is connected to the, so this is cathode, so that this is forward biased. And negative is connected to the positive, so that this is reverse biased. So that finally current path will be positive to, this is forward biased. So this will not allowed because this is reverse biased. And from this one, load to again, so which one is forward biased? T2. T2 is forward biased, and this is the path. This is the path to flow the output current. This is the path. So current entering into the terminal of load resistance is positive and negative. And for the negative half cycle, let's check for the negative half cycle. So for the negative half cycle, supply becomes this becomes negative, and this becomes, and the lower one becomes positive, and this is the positive point which is connected to here, and the negative point which is connected to here, and this is a positive with respect to positive. So this is positive with respect to, this is a cathode, this is becomes reverse biased, and this is positive with respect to anode, so this is forward biased, and this is negative terminal. This is one is the negative terminal, and negative with respect to anode, this is reverse biased, and negative with respect to negative, this is forward biased. So path to flow the current is, sorry, this is negative with respect to forward biased. So path to flow the current is, this is the path. So this is positive to forward biased, thyristor 3 is forward biased, and current entering into the resistance is positive terminal. And from this one, so which one is forward biased? This is T4 is the forward biased, and this is the path. This is the path to flow the current. So here, if you observe carefully, so what is the conclusion is, whether the input is either positive, so whether for the positive half cycle, current entering into this resistor, after changing the terminals, for the negative half cycle also current entering into the same resistor, and nothing but unidirectional only. So unidirectional only. So for this is the input supply for the positive half cycle and the negative half cycle. That resultant output voltage will be only positive side only, because we observed current entering into the resistor is positive only. So now let us check the waveforms for the positive half cycle. So this is the positive half cycle. So the thyristor T1 and T2. So T1 and T2 both should turn on. Both should turn on at the same firing angle. So this is at this point T1 and T3 should turn on. So we can turn on, we can give the gate pulse anywhere in this 180 degrees. But for example, for instance, the firing angle is given at this point. At this point, firing angle given. So exactly replica output will be appear here. So that is firing angle is alpha, and output starts immediate after giving the firing angle. This will be the output voltage. This will be the output voltage. And after that one, what will happen? Thyristor T1 and T2 will be reverse biased after the positive cycle reaches to the pi, that is 180 degrees. Next, for the negative half cycle, this is the negative half cycle. Negative half cycle also, which will appear current through the, irrespective of the positive cycle and the negative half cycle, current entering into the R resistor will be unidirectional only, so that output will be always positive only. Output always positive only. For the negative half cycle also, that will be replica will appear towards the positive side, and firing angle is given. Firing angle given at this location. So this will be exact replica will appear towards the positive side, because current entering into the resistor will be positive, even though for the positive, even though cycles positive and negative cycles will be flows, the supply is given, then current entering into the resistor will be positive only, so that this will be the output voltage. And again the same procedure will be repeated. So after 2 pi plus alpha, again firing angle will be given to the positive half cycle. Again same positive output voltage will be produced. So for the positive half cycle, output voltage will be positive. For the negative half cycle also, output voltage is positive. Like that, this procedure will be continuous. And also we should keep in mind that firing angles must be given at the same instant. So T1 and T3 firing angles must be at the same at the same degrees. And also for T2 and T4 also, firing angle should be given at same location. So that's why this is TG firing angles IG1 and IG2 for the thyristor T1 and T3, IG3 and 4 for thyristor T2 and T4. So let me erase. So now let me check the output current. Output current. This is the output voltage. This will be the output voltage. So output current I output is equal to V output by R. Nothing but load having some resistance. So if you divide with some output voltage, the output current will be decreases compared to the output voltage, so that the magnitude of the current will be somewhat lesser than the output voltage. And also if you check the voltage across the thyristor, this will be very easy. So you are giving the firing angle at this location. So after firing angle is given, this will be the output voltage. During this period, the thyristor T1 and thyristor T2 will be turned on, thyristor T1 and T2 will be turned on, so that this will be replaced with the short circuited. So T1 will be T1, T2 will be short circuit, so that the voltage across the T1 and the T2, voltage across the T1 and T2 will be 0, voltage across the thyristor will be 0 during this conduction period of the T1 and T2, and other than this period, so nothing but until we give the gate pulse, the voltage across the thyristor will exist. That's why voltage across the thyristor is equal to supply voltage. And also after the for negative half cycle, these T1 and T2 are replaced by open circuited. That's why whatever the voltage appear across the T1 and T2 will be similar to the supply voltage. During this period, negative voltage will be applied across the T1 and T2, and this will be process will be continuous for all cycles. And if you take the voltage across the T3 and T4, T3 and T4, T3 and T4 will be reverse biased when T1 and T2 will be turned on. That's why whatever the voltage applied across the T1 and T2 will be equal to the T3 and T4. That's why whatever the voltage applied across these two terminals will be negative voltage. And so this is the voltage which is applied across the T2 and T3 and T4 when the thyristor will turn on. When the thyristor will turn on, voltage across the, so this is the area of the output voltage where T2 and T3 and T4 will be turned on. At that location we can see that those two are replaced by short circuit, T3 and T4 replaced with short circuit, so that voltage across that one will be 0. And if the voltage across that one will be 0, then exact opposite voltage will be available across the T1 and T2. So this is the negative voltage applied across the T1 and T2. So this is the conduction period of T1 and T2, and this is the blocking state of simply when T1 T2 are conducting, and T3 and T4 will be the opposite voltage, will be nothing but supply voltage will be available. Look at this one, supply voltage will be available across T3 and T4. When the T3 and T4 turned on, negative voltage will be applied across the T1 and T2. So this is exactly opposite to the T1 and T2 will be opposite to the T3 and T4. Both will be, if T1 T2 will be conduction in mode, and T3 and T4 will be the voltage nothing but reverse biased mode. So if simply you can conclude that T1 T2 forward biased, T3 and T4 will be reverse biased. Similarly, exact replica will be takes place. T1 T2 will be reverse biased, then T3 and T4 will be forward biased. If it is forward biased, negative, nothing but voltage will be applied across this one. If it is T3 and T4 forward biased, voltage applied across the T1 and T2. Exact input voltage applied across the T1 and T2, here T3 and T4. This is all about the single phase